Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn computer lesson number 6 spreadsheet. Firstly, we will see what is spreadsheet, an electronic document in which data is arranged in the rows and columns of a grid and can be manipulated and used in calculations. Features of a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet displays multiple cells that together formulate a grid consisting of rows and columns. Each cell contains either alphanumeric text or numeric values. A spreadsheet cell may alternatively contain a formula that defines how the contents of that cell are to be calculated from the contents of any other cell or combination of cells each time any cell is updated. Spreadsheets are frequently used for financial information as they robotically enable the recalculation of the total sheet after a modification to a single cell is made. Now, we will see inserting page numbers on a single worksheet. You can insert page numbers for a single worksheet by using Page Layout View. Page numbers are useful if your worksheet contains many rows and prints as multiple pages. There are few steps to insert page numbers in a worksheet. First step is click the worksheet for which you want to insert page numbers. Then on the insert tab you have to click on header and footer. Then third step is to add the header we have to click on add header, or to add the footer we have to click to add footer. Then the fourth step is to specify where in the header or footer you want the page number to appear. Click inside the left section, center section or right section box of the header or footer. Then to add the total number of pages, type a space after and type the word off followed by a space and then click number of pages. And the last step is click anywhere outside the header or footer area to display actual pages numbers. After you have completed working in page layout view, on the view tab in the workbook view group, you have to click on normal view option. Now we will see highlighting cells. For this, we have to follow two steps. Click inside the center of a cell and hold down the mouse button, and the next step is drag the mouse pointer which resembles a thick white plus sign across the adjacent cells at one time. Numbers or text need not be present. The next topic is merging cells. Merging cells to center text across columns. We have to follow some steps. First step is type some text in cell A2, which is given in the diagram also, and press enter key. Reselect cell A2 and press left mouse button. The third step is while keeping the mouse button pressed, drag the mouse pointer across to column D2. Then click on the merge and center command located in the alignment group of home tab, which is given in the diagram. Now we will see autofill options. To format an open cell to accept the date format, we have to right click on the cell and choose format cells from the shortcut menu. On the tab number, choose the category date and then the first type listed. Then we have to click on OK button. We can type the current date and then press enter key or right click and hold down the mouse button while dragging the fill handle across the next 5 cells. Then release the mouse button and then select fill months from the autofill options. The date that was entered will now display in each month. Like this, we can fill text in columns or rows. Excel can repeatedly fill common text in a column or row. For example, our days, months and time. We will see some steps to fill text in columns or rows. First step is type the weekday Monday in cell A2 as given in the diagram, and then press the enter key, reselect the cell and then click and hold the mouse button down while dragging the autofill handle across a range of cells. Then you will get weekdays, and like this you can also autofill time also. Sorting cells. You may use either of the given methods to sort a range of cells. First step is select the range of cells that requires sorting. Click on the sort and filter command in the editing group on the home tab. Select from the options listed ascending order, that is it will sort from A to Z. Descending order, it will sort from Z to A or custom sort. Or you can follow one step. Click the data tab and then choose a sort option provided in the sort and filtering group. Now we will see creating a chart. To create a chart, select the cells and categories that will be used in the chart. First step is type the entries. Then second step is click and hold down the mouse button while dragging the mouse over the cell range. Release the mouse and leave the cells selected. Third step is click the insert tab as given in the diagram. In the charts group, review the available chart type. By default, the chart is created and inserted within spreadsheet. Formatting a chart. If you want to format a chart, you can follow some steps. Right click on chart's background and select format chart area. Then click on fill to access the available options. Each fill option, gradient and picture or texture provides various backgrounds options in colors, textures, pattern and the ability to use a picture. You can change the chart's border by selecting border styles. Place a check mark in the box, rounded corners and change the border's weight to a higher weight. Save the changes by clicking close. Printing a chart. For this, we have to follow two steps. Select the chart and click the office button. Then after this, we have to choose print and then selected chart as given in the diagram. Now we will move to the last topic of the lesson, renaming sheets. To rename any sheet, we have to follow these steps. First step is right click on the tab of the sheet to rename, which is located on the bottom of the worksheet. Choose rename from the shortcut menu, which is given in the diagram also. Then type the new worksheet name and press enter key to rename. Thank you.